Should I continue to take care of my seriously ill mother or work to help support my family financially? Posted by you/BebanHideop. I am a 26-year-old man, turning 27 in May, and I am currently confused about what to do. Should I work or stay home to take care of my mother? Around July-August 2021, I received a job offer with the condition that I would be stationed in Jakarta for 1 year before eventually staying in Surabaya. However, just before I was about to leave, my mother had a heart attack 2 days before departure. It turned out she had a blood clot in her head, which required surgery. I chose to resign to take care of my mother until her condition improved. After the operation, my mother's condition gradually improved, but suddenly her condition deteriorated, and it appeared that a new blockage had formed in her head. She was confined to bed, with only her head and one hand still able to move. From the beginning until now, many neighbors have visited and offered encouragement. However, some neighbors were disappointed with my decision to resign to take care of my mother. They thought it would be better for me to continue working because my salary could be used to cover the costs of her care. They believe it would be better for me to continue working because the income from work could be used to cover the costs of her care. Here, I feel torn between whether I should continue looking for work and return to work or stay home to care for my mother. The family's current financial situation could be described as somewhat difficult, as the only income comes from my father, who is a middle school teacher civil servant. However, when I expressed my intention to continue working, my father urged me to stay home instead because the cost of hiring a nurse to care for my mother at home would be very expensive. I also felt a little depressed because some of my relatives in Surabaya disapproved of my decision not to work and focus on caring for my mother, who is now bedridden. According to Komodo, should I continue to care for my mother, who, according to the doctor, may take a while to recover? I have a younger sibling, but they now have to start attending in-person classes, so they cannot provide full-time care. Sorry if this end up too long. Top/relevant comment. Commenter 1. Both are rational choices. Just take the middle ground, find a job nearby so it's easy to commute, then hire a helper specifically to take care of your mom. That way, you can continue to build your own future while keeping an eye on your mom's condition from a relatively accessible location. P.S. Do you have BPJS yet? If not, hurry up and get it. It really helps. I swear my late mother-in-law used to need dialysis twice a week, and everything was covered by BPJS. Ops response. Now, I'm trying to find a job that I can do remotely, or at least one that's close by so I can get there quickly. Alhamdulillah, I have my BPJS health insurance sorted out from the start. Even the initial surgery to drain the bleeding in my head was covered by BPJS, as were the medication and checkups. Commenter 2. In my humble opinion, just take care of your mother. Your fortune is already predetermined. Be careful. You might regret leaving your mother. Besides, how can you enjoy living far away when your mind is not at ease? In the meantime, try to find a job that you can do from home. Your neighbors are toxic. Ops response. Thank you for your input. Yes, I'm trying to find something that can be done remotely. After telling my close friends, they also help me look for work. What worries me is if I leave for a long time. Once, I left for only a few hours, and when I got back, I heard that he had had another seizure. Yes, now only those who are well are allowed to visit or anything. The others are always rejected on the grounds that his mother is resting. Commenter 3. I'll be the devil here. It's also important for you to have work experience. You'll most probably outlive both of your parents, so you also need to start planning for your future. I'm sure your mom won't be able to relax and will keep blaming herself if she ends up being an obstacle to her child having their own life. Same here. I've been in your position too, but back then I was the one in college and my older sibling was the one taking care of things. Every holiday I'd come back home and stay put, taking care of my parents, while my sibling went out and about. Trust me, I know how it feels. She's passed away now, and I didn't get to see her before she died. It was a really low moment for me and it hit me hard. But now my sister and my financial condition has dramatically improved. because we still pursued our career during that hard time. If we didn't, then we might be in way worse place right now. Commenter 4. What kind of neighbors they are? You should take care of your mother for the time being. Remember that there is BPJS for financial issues related to medicine and so on. Are your finances currently tight, or do you still have enough money to live on for the next few months? It's really hard having possessive parents like that. My mom only agreed to let me look for a job when I was 25, and even then, it had to be through an insider. She doesn't trust working with outsiders. Ops response. This neighbor just knows my mom and lives far from her house, but they're still in the same neighborhood. She has BPJS coverage, but the urgent expenses are usually for oxygen, diapers, and external medication for wounds. My mother is bedridden, so she sometimes has wounds on her back or her buttocks if she isn't turned over, and also medical food because she can't eat by mouth and has to be fed through a tube. So far, I didn't know where the father always got the money when he was in a pinch for all those expenses. He definitely borrowed from friends, which was quite a lot. Around 600 to 700 per week. Yes, the mother puts the most pressure on her children because she wants everyone to live close by in one city so that when they miss each other or something, it's not a hassle.